So hello, hi everyone. So thanks for joining for today's class first of all. So let me tell you a little bit agenda of the today's class, what we are going to discuss. So the topic that we are going to discuss today is basically your consensus sequence finding. Okay, so yeah, just give me a minute. Okay, so yeah, consensus sequence finding. Okay, guys. So this will be the motive of our today's class. We'll see what is the meaning of consensus sequences and how consensus sequences are found out. Okay. So before starting with this particular topic, let me first ask you guys, like, what do you mean by consensus? Consensus sequence. Kailash, would you like to try? What is the meaning of consensus sequence?
So I think it means most repeated or frequent regions.
Great. You are right. Definitely. Yeah. So most frequent occurring basis, right? So जब हम
That's
consensus sequence की बात करते हैं, so this consensus sequence is basically your how, like हम एक सीक्वेंस से फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं या मल्टीपल सीक्वेंस में चाहिए वो फाइंड आउट करने के लिए, और हाउ बेसिकली लाइक ये सीक्वेंस कैसे फाइंड आउट होते होंगे.
So we need multiple sequences. Yes.
Okay, great. So we need multiple sequences. Okay, great. So suppose that we have multiple sequences now, S1, S2, S3, S4, S5. Got it? So hypothetical case लिखते हैं, and each sequence of 7 length. Okay, guys. So we are taking 5 sequences and each sequence of 7 in length. So now suppose that we are going to write anything. AT, AT, TT, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then TCG, TCG, T. A, C, T, G, C, T, G. T, C, G, T, A, C, G. A, T, C, T, G, G, C. So suppose that we are having 7 sequences here. Okay. So just try to understand, we are having 7 sequences here. So अब यहाँ पे consensus की क्या meaning है? बताओ आर्या.
So it's the base pairs which are most repeated.
So can you try to like tell me what is going to be the procedure to find out this?
Yes, so we have to align all the uh, reference pairs, like from 5 dash to 3 dash, for example, and then we align them, and then we find which of the pair is like out of 5 sequences. If T comes 3 times, so the consensus is 3 over there. Then
T कहाँ पे
move
लेकिन
on
T
to the
कहाँ
next,
पे?
and so on.
Okay, fine. So you have said T is going to come 3 times, लेकिन but where? So T कहाँ पे 3 times?
Like for any position that are looking, it's in the first position of every sequence, then that's the first position is occupied by T in consensus sequence.
Okay. So अगर हम यहाँ पे एग्जांपल की बात करें, so यहाँ पे P1 पे क्या होना चाहिए, मैक्सिमम क्या है?
So
बताओ guys please. यार आपके अकॉर्डिंग यहाँ पे क्या होना चाहिए P1 पे?
it's A.
A, good. Then P2 पे क्या होना चाहिए?
T.
T.
C.
C, good. Then P3 पे?
We can't say for sure.
Why? You can see G is 2 times.
Yes, sir.
So G will come, am I right? And
Yes,
then
sir.
fourth पे आपको T आ जाएगा.
Yes, sir.
Then fifth पे आपका T, C, C, A, G. So C is there. And T, G, T, C, G. So T, G, T is there again. And P7 पे हमारा C, T, G, G. C. So G and C both are there. So what we can say, C and G. Anyone can come right now because both are in equal frequency. So you can have C also or G also now. So this is going to be known as the consensus sequence. Okay. Up in today's complete class, I will just be teaching you methodology to find out how this particular sequence is going to be find out. Okay. कि हम कैसे ये सीक्वेंस फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं, और इसके लिए एक मैट्रिक्स बनेगी जिसे आप कहते हो काउंट मैट्रिक्स. बेसिकली काउंट मैट्रिक्स जिस मैट्रिक्स से हेल्प से हमें निकालती हैं. सपोज दैट हाउ आर गोइंग टू बी काउंट मैट्रिक्स लुक लाइक. सो A T G C and 4 positions are there. 7 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. You will write the frequency, like position number 1, frequency of A, frequency of T, frequency of C, frequency of G or C, so whatever, and so on. This particular matrix is going to be filled out. Okay, guys. So this is how the count matrix is going to look like. So we will see how to prepare this particular count matrix in Python, and from the count matrix, how we can find out this particular sequence. Got it or not? All of you guys. Anyone here who didn't get this particular point? Like, what is the meaning of consensus and count matrix? Tell me, please. Because this count matrix is a very important concept. And this is also known as the position specific matrix. And this particular matrix is very, very and very helpful. इस particular position matrix ही help से बहुत कुछ किया जाता है. You can't understand, like बहुत कुछ किया जाता है इससे. इस पे हम hidden Markov model लगाते हैं. इससे हम Viterbi algorithm लगाते हैं. So like a lot of different algorithms are used upon this. And the motifs, like the motive for the conjugate sequences, I'm talking about conjugate sequences, I found out with the help of these particular type of count matrices. Okay. So in today's class, I'll be just be teaching you how to prepare this count matrix, and from the count matrix, how to find out this particular conjugate sequence. That is, at which particular position, which particular base pair is present in the maximum count. Okay. So you will get to know how these particular things are find out. Yes, sir.
Yeah, I actually have a doubt with respect to
Yes,
the
sir.
consensus because I deal with this topic in masters.
Yes, sir.
The general rule that we follow for making consensus is majority wins and skip too many variations.
Right, sir.
So on that note, matlab, how did you consider the third position as G? I mean,
So
we
third
generally
question would
just
be
replace it
complete.
with an X or any non residue assignment number or any X or an asterisk or something like that.
Right. But sir, यहाँ पे जो G हमारा maximum frequency में है.
अच्छा मतलब 2 बार आ रहा है फिर भी because वो I can see that position has all 4 residues A, T, G and C.
यार
So
but हमें ये सर maximum एक particular position पे which
हाँ
particular element is present in maximum percentage.
अच्छा अच्छा so to that in that case you will use that as because then what is happening is in this consensus that you made it will be biased towards G, whereas actually that position has other residues which can lead to it showing as a conserved region, but actually it may be a varying position in the conserved sequence.
Right. So you're definitely right.
हाँ
But
हाँ
what happens like when we are talking about the consensus sequences, so we are just concerned about that at a particular position, like when we are performing multiple sequence alignment, because all
हाँ
these things are done after performing multiple sequence alignment.
aligning, yeah, after alignment only it is
Yes.
possible to make
Yeah.
the yeah
So when we have aligned the multiple sequences, and then our task is to find out the conjugate sequences from this
yeah
particular different type of genome sequences or the gene sequences. So
correct
what we
correct.
do is that, and then this is not the task. Like this is
Yeah,
just a
yeah, because
demo
this is
thing which I'm
the
teaching.
start. Yeah, yeah. When I teach this, it is just the basic model. It's a
Yes,
model which creates and captures the whole essence of multiple sequence alignment. But
definitely.
the much better version is, I think, we can go with regular expression, which can capture more variations.
Right. Because like
The
this is,
patterns.
yeah, definitely. Because this is not the how the things really work. Like this is just the topic beginning where the
Yeah,
things
yeah,
start.
it's very relevant as such because these are the prediction models, and this is on the
Right.
basis of which
Yes.
we can create profiles. तो जिसमें gap
Yes.
अभी इसमें gaps नहीं है. तो
Yes.
जब
Yes.
gap penalty information आ जाएगी तो फिर वो profiles बन जाएगा.
Right.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
a
yeah.
lot
You
of
can
things
carry
can be
forward.
done
Yeah,
there,
yeah,
definitely.
yeah.
And with the help of this particular matrix, because at the end our target is what we try to find the conjoined sequence of particular length. We say
Correct,
that
correct.
7 length, 10 length, 25 length, right?
हाँ.
तो वहां पे वो जो 25 लेंथ हमें निकालना है, तो वी से कि हम केमर ऑफ 25 लेंथ conserved sequence we are interested in. So then
Correct,
particular model is being run upon all these things, and hidden Markov model is the model
correct.
which we use. Okay.
Yeah.
So, and all those models are basically takes into account this count matrix only. So यहाँ से ही चीजें start होती है. Well, after this count matrix, a particular probability matrix is calculated from this count matrix only, and then those
Yeah.
things are taken into care of.
Yeah. लास्ट में लॉग लिया जाता है और फिर
Right,
लॉग आउट स्कोर्स बनते हैं. Yeah.
right.
Yeah.
So we will do all those things upon this particular matrix in today's class, so the
Okay, fine.
students will just get an idea, because right now, like my main task is not to teach the mathematics, right?
Correct.
So my main task is just to give them the idea. So this is a very important topic in bioinformatics, because यहाँ से बहुत सारी चीजें start होती है. So I will just give an idea like how to prepare this particular matrix with the help of Python, so that they
वाह.
will
ओके,
know.
ग्रेट.
Yes.
तो ये अपने आप को फिर पाइथन मैट्रिक्स बना लेगा.
लेकिन मैं पहले इनको बना के सिखाऊंगा, फिर मैं
अच्छा.
बायोपाइथन से दिखाऊंगा कैसे वो एक लाइन में बन जाएगा. So I will show
अरे
both
वाह.
the things.
Okay, great. Yeah.
Yeah. So
So
that's the
please
main.
carry on. Yeah.
Yeah. So now I'm going to share the programming skill. Yeah. By the way, like guys, any of you have any doubt in this particular topic till here, feel free to ask me, please. Because अगर आपको fundamental clear नहीं होंगे, then it will create a problem. Aisha, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
Chalo, good. So I'm going to share the screen now. Yeah, guys. So okay, so I will take all these things into account later on, but yeah. So just see here. So okay, so first I'm copying pasting this particular thing into chat. Okay, fine. So let us first try to understand by looking onto my screen only. Okay, you don't practice now. Okay, fine. Let me share, so that will be good with you guys as well. So yeah. So guys, I have shared the sequences that I'm going to take into account right now for the sake of teaching you. Yeah, guys. Yeah. See here. So what I've done basically here is that I've just written few sequences. So how many sequences I've taken? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So 7 sequences we are going to deal with. Okay. And I've just written few small, like 5 positions are only there. So first task is you tell me, guys, like Pranav, you are going to tell me. So the matrix of the count matrix, what will be the dimension of the count matrix? Like how many rows will be there and how many columns will be there in the count matrix? First, Pranav, you have to tell me.
Sir, 5 rows
Good.
and 6 columns.
वो 6 कहाँ से आया?
Number of sequences.
No, that is the wrong answer. Okay. Anyone else would like to try?
Okay, 7.
नहीं 7 seconds try, लेकिन वो आंसर गलत है basically. Anyone else would like to try? Neha, would you like to try?
So it will be 7 rows and 5 columns.
No, that is also the wrong answer. Nidhi, would you like to try?
So 7 columns and 5 rows.
That is also the wrong answer. Chalo, let us see. What is the dimension?
मैं बोल दूं?
Yes, sir, please.
एक्चुअली हमारा ATGC है, तो हमें पोजीशंस देखनी है चारों की. तो हमारे रोज तो 4 ही आएंगे ATGC वाले, और जो कॉलम्स होते हैं दे टेक द नंबर ऑफ पोजीशंस, तो इन एन अलाइंड पोजीशन. सो ATCAC, मतलब अगर इफ यू अज्यूम ये पूरा का पूरा अलाइंड है तो 5 positions are there.
Yeah.
And
So,
we will count the ATGC in all the 5 positions over 7 sequences. तो 7
Right.
सीक्वेंस हो या 10 हो या 15 हो, वो तो डिवीजन में जब फ्रीक्वेंसी कैलकुलेट करेंगे तो डिनोमिनेटर में आ जाएगा.
yeah. So the dimension will be 4 cross 5 matrix. Is it clear to all of you guys now? Good, yeah. Yeah. So see, so we have like and this is also like, this is Jupyter notebook. which I am taking care of today's class. But you guys can carry on with the column only. Okay. So see. So I have just called these particular 7 sequences and executed them. Now let me see how these sequences are going to look like. So A, then B, C. So I've executed all the 7 sequences. Okay. Now what my task is going to, I have to, like, first you need to understand what is your task. You need to find out that at particular position number one, what is the count of T? Am I right? Yes, please speak up.
Yes, sir.
Great. Similarly, what is the frequency of A? What is the frequency of G? What is the frequency of C? So if the frequency of a particular nucleotide is present in our data, then we will give that particular number there. And if it is not present on that particular position, we will give them a 0. So in position like position number 1, the T will have 1, 2, 3, 4, and A will have 3. G and C will have 0, 0. Then position number 2, A. Oh my God, all 7 are A only. Then position number C के लिए 2 आ जाएगा. No, sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 C is there, and T is only 2. So A and G will have 0. So something like that. Okay. So now our task is what? We are interested to prepare a matrix. In which will allow us to find out the frequency of each of this particular position. And for this thing, you need to do a little bit of brainstorming and think of particular data structure which can help us to perform this task. And for that reason, I'm going to teach you first little bit of different from this topic, so that you will be able to understand few more things. Okay, and then you will be able to follow this. So for that reason, I'm going to teach you first a little bit of pandas. So it is going to be used now. Okay, so what I've done here, I've called a package called pandas as PD. Now suppose that you want to create a data frame here. Data frame is nothing but simply a matrix looking like data. Okay, that is an Excel format that you know. And we want to create some data of like that. Okay, so what we can do basically is that, just imagine. So I'm going to create a dict, which is dictionary. Suppose that before this, like suppose that math. So, and there are names. Suppose that we have 5 students here. A, B, C, D, and then E. So there are 5 students, and they secured the following marks out of 20 in our test. Then they secured the following marks in science, and then history. Okay, so now our task is to arrange this particular information into a Excel-like format. So what I'm going to do basically here is that I will create a data frame, and in data frame before I'm going to create a dictionary, which is called a dict here, and then names, then math, science, history. So I've created what? I've created a dictionary here. This is very simple. So whatever name you want to put your data structure, so that name you can give here keys, because I taught this in the first class, I remember. So this is the key, and this is the value. So whenever you need to give a list as a value, you should create dictionary using this particular format. And now this is not my task. My task is what? This name should be one column, and all the names should be there. Math should be another column, all the names will be there. So if we are going to transpose this, you'll be able to see that particular data. So like suppose that I'm going to write this as data. Now pandas which we create imported here to pd dot data frame. Data frame का F capital आएगा, and then data. So see. Guys, we have created a data frame here. What I've done here, we have created a data frame where I am telling, like we are having the name of the students and their scores in the following subjects. And this is a very good representation because I can tell using this data that how much marks he scored in history, or I can tell the performance of the student in each of the subject. Like if I have to compare E with A, so I can say that E performed good in all the subject as compared to A. Where if I have to compare A with B, then also B performed well as compared to A in all the subjects. We have to A से कम है यार. नहीं यार, by mistake. Okay, fine, not an issue. Okay, but if I have to compare the maximum marks in each of the subject, so maths maximum 20, science maximum 18, history maximum 20. So this is not a data analysis. So these type of analysis you can do using data when you have. Okay, so this is a very important concept, and which I have created right now. Okay, so now see, I have created a data frame. So this is known as basically, you guys, data frame. Okay, so we have created a data frame here where I am storing the various columns, having the information in an Excel-like format. Okay, guys, so this is a very important data frame, like a structure, data structure, which we take care and make use of. And right now I'm going to make use of this particular data structure, and that's why I've taught you this thing here. So now let me show you how I'm going to take care of this particular information. Anyone have any doubt in this? Please feel free to ask me. Please don't write over the chat because I might not be able to read. So you should please speak up. Okay, guys.
I have a question.
Yeah, sure, sir.
May I ask?
Sure, definitely.
So how does the function decide that which will go on columns and which will go in rows?
ये function is like ये हम decide करवाते हैं. Okay.
अच्छा. Okay. So when you wrote data is equal to dictionary,
हम्म.
names is equal to name, comma, math is equal to math. तो
हम्म.
वो छोटा वाला जो
Column
नेम है
wise.
वो
वो
ऑलरेडी वी
column
हैव
wise store हो रहा है. वो column wise store हो रहा है, sir.
अच्छा कॉलम वाइज स्टोर हो रहा है. वाओ, ओके
So now
ओके.
suppose that if you want to transpose this,
हाँ, मतलब उसको रोज और उसको.
Yeah.
अच्छा,
just
वाओ.
typing a dot t, you can transpose the data frame.
And as you said in Python it starts with 0 indexing. So उसने वो 0 कर दिया पहला
Yeah.
वाला.
So that's why indexing has been 0. Let me show. So suppose that I want to index them as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So for that I can write data or index star range 1 comma len data plus 1. Now if I will show you data, so it is going to look something like this.
Oh wow. So we can also put our own rows names if we have.
Whatever you want to do, you can do anything.
Okay.
Because I'm very handy with Python. Okay, so whatever you are going to tell me to do this thing, like in the field of data analysis.
Okay.
Like pandas, where up like my hands are very dirty. Like I can do anything with the pandas. Like I can, because we have Google also, so Google helps you a lot. So I'm a little bit good in pandas, NumPy, Matplotlib, all these things. Okay.
Basically data cleaning, data,
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Please carry on, sir.
Yeah, sure. So this was very important topic which we have covered now. Yeah. So now our task is what? So we have the sequences here. We have the sequences. So now I will be interested to represent my sequences in the form of a data frame. But अभी एक चीज देखते हैं, अगर हम लेंथ A करें कितना आ रहा है 5, लेंथ B करें तो आएगा 5. Okay. So let me try one thing. So dict A equal to A. Take a second here. So A equal A, B equals B, C equals C, D equals D, E equals E, F equals F, G equals G. See? So I can store all these sequence names in your dictionary. And now if I'm going to create a data frame, so it is throwing me error. See? If using all square value, you must pass an index. So great. So it is saying I'm not going to create a data frame for you. Okay. because all these are one element only. This is one element only. So A, this complete is going to be treated as one element here for you.
मतलब वो एक text करके it is a string. It is like a
Yeah.
string. It is considering. Okay. So it is not considering the T as a separate
Yes.
data in that column or the row.
Right. For that, we can do
Okay.
one thing. So what you can do basically here is that just see. So let me show you first what I'm going to do here is that list A. Now see. So first it was all present as a particular small string. Okay. But we can convert into a list using just a simple command list bracket A. Got it, sir?
या मतलब सो उसने स्ट्रिंग
सबको
को
अलग
लिस्ट
कर
में
दिया,
कन्वर्ट
इसको
कर
छोड़
अलग
दिया।
अलग कर दिया सबको
Yeah.
ऑटोमेटिक
Yes. So
वाओ
list is a very important function.
so it can convert any string to individual characters.
Yep. Let me show you. Like Alok, Anand.
So
Okay.
it will separate out all the characters.
Yep.
Oh,
And that's why it's always meant like said that be very cautious whenever you are using all these functions. Okay.
correct.
Because कितनी बार हम यूज कर लेते हैं पता नहीं तो क्या करना है तो दिक्कत हो जाती है. Okay. So now see, now I have stored all this into this particular format. Now if I'm going to convert into a data frame, so अब क्या होगा? A और ये पूरा एक कॉलम बन के आ जाएगा नीचे. Am I right or not? Period or data frame. See?
Wow.
Okay. So this is what I have done here. So we were given few sequences. So I converted that sequence into a data frame where each particular position element is mentioned corresponding to a data frame. Okay, guys. So anyone having doubt here? Guys, please speak up. You should have doubts, please.
I have a doubt
Yes,
because the data frame that was created
right?
is not having what do you call 7 sequence as rows.
No, it is having 7 sequences. Sir.
अच्छा उसने ऐसा कर दिया अच्छा अच्छा
Yeah.
अच्छा ट्रांसपोज ओके 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 ओके
Yes. वो वैसे देगा लेकिन मेरा ना आप
हाँ,
लिस्ट
हाँ,
के अंदर जो नेम देंगे वो कॉलम नेम जाएगा.
अच्छा अच्छा अच्छा
आपने 7 दिया तो 7 कॉलम नेम आएंगे. Got it?
got it
Yeah.
so
If
it
you
has
want to-
taken the columns as A B C D E F G so that way मतलब if you read it it is the ऐसा column wise you have to read the
Yep.
sequence.
Yes.
हाँ,
But we are more comfortable because हमें position count करना है, right? So you can do
Correct.
that as a C.T.
so this is how the actual alignment looks like, right?
Yep.
हाँ and ऊपर वाले सारे 5 positions है.
Yeah.
हाँ but अभी actually वो मेट हाँ now okay I got you. Now you will teach कि next step में how you make that into a PSSM. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
So right now what I've done here is that these are the 7 sequences. These are the position. So sequence A at position number 0 T was there. Position number 1 A was there. So एक algorithm होता है उसको कहते हैं hidden Markov model, which comes from the Markov model. So I don't like you guys have studied or not.
No
Most
no
of
no
the
उनको
students
नहीं है
have
ये
not studied this thing.
नहीं TY UG को नहीं है ये क्योंकि वो नहीं वो ज़्यादा heavy हो जाता है.
Right, definitely. So बस एक आइडिया देता हूँ क्या होता है. So basically Markov model बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट कॉन्सेप्ट होता है मैथ्स का जो क्या कहता है कि मेरा आने वाला कल सिर्फ मेरे आज पे डिपेंड करेगा. ओके मेरा आने वाला कल सिर्फ मेरे आज पे डिपेंड करेगा. दैट इज नोन एज द मार्कोव मॉडल. ओके सो वेयर योर पास्ट इज नॉट गोइंग टू अफेक्ट यू. लाइक द इनिशियल स्टेट इज गोइंग टू डिटरमाइन द नेक्स्ट स्टेप गाइस. ओके सो दिस इज नोन एज द मार्कोव मॉडल. एंड इसके फिर वेरिएशन होते हैं हिडन मार्कोव मॉडल वेयर वी से दैट मेरे पीछे वाला इवेंट मुझे अफेक्ट कर रहा है और मैं अपने बगल आगे वाले को अफेक्ट करूंगा. दैट इज नॉट अ हिडन मार्कोव मॉडल. एंड देयर आर so many different things in the hidden Markov model. A lot of probability is there involved there. So you should read hidden Markov model in detail because it's a very interesting algorithm. Okay, I studied it a very long time ago, but I'm always very interested in HMM because it's a wonderful algorithm, guys. Okay, you should try to read and understand hidden Markov model and understand how is it used in bioinformatics because it's one of the most important algorithms of bioinformatics. Guys, am I right, sir?
Yeah. In fact, the cluster W has now become cluster omega, and omega के पीछे तो HMM ही है.
Right. So like because as I told you, like मैं इन चीज़ पे काम नहीं करता, like sequence alignment and all. So I'm not aware that much of all these things like cluster omega and all. But
हाँ
yes,
हाँ
motive finding, conjugate sequence finding, इन सब के पीछे आपका HM में बहुत आता है.
correct. It can, yeah, it is a kind of a intelligent.
It's
Just
very,
by
very
looking at a unobserved states, it can find out which.
yes,
Yeah, yeah.
definitely. Yeah, guys. So anyone having any doubt till here, guys? Aisha, any doubt?
Sir, can you paste the 144 wala code?
Good. Pakka. इसमें तो आलोक was on top. Okay, so let me paste it here, definitely. So yeah, did.
Thank you, sir.
Welcome. Great. So now अब हमारा टास्क क्या है मेन? अब हमारा टास्क क्या है guys? कि we are interested to find the frequency of each of the element like base pair at position number 0. Okay, so see. Now for that reason we have to first fetch out 0th column. So for that you can do something like this. So square bracket and the name of the column. See, okay, something like that. And now we have to find out the frequency of this. So for that, there is a function in Python counter which is going to help you to perform this task. See, at position number 3, A is present in 2 times, G is present in 3 times, C is present in 2 times. And we have to do this thing for all the positions. Am I right or not, guys? Please बोल दो हाँ या ना. Madam, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Great. So are you able to understand or not, guys? Like चीजें ऊपर से जा रही हैं.
Actually,
समझ
उनका
गया.
क्या है ना, आज बहुत ज्यादा 7 o'clock से शुरू था शेड्यूल, तो इट वाज अ वेरी पैक्ड शेड्यूल.
Wait, are you able to focus or not? First of all, let me know, please.
What we can do, can I suggest something, sir?
Yes, sure.
सर, आपका वो जो व्हाइट बोर्ड पे अगर वो एक टेबल, एक पीएसएसएम का टेबल हम लोग ड्रॉ कर ले या तो स्क्रीन पे, तो एक मेंटल उनको विजुअल आइडिया आएगा.
So that is
हाँ
here.
ये वाला, हाँ बस.
यही तो
तो
मैं क्रिएट करने
ये
जा रहा
टेबल,
हूँ धीरे धीरे से.
हाँ, तो हमें ये आउटपुट क्रिएट करना है. करेक्ट. तो ATGC A का 0 पे कितना फ्रीक्वेंसी था इन ऑल 7 सीक्वेंस. या हो गया
Yes.
फिर तो. दैट मींस यू हैव शोन इट. ओके.
So we will create this particular matrix only. Okay. So guys, first tell me, like, are you with me or not? Are you able to understand the things or not? If not, I can repeat everything once again. Neha, are you there?
Yes, sir.
So आपको चीज समझ में आ रही है?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
Great. Nidhi, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Are you able to follow up or not?
Yes, sir. Following.
तो प्लीज बोलना यार आपसे, ठीक है? Good. So see, so we can fetch the frequency of all these particular bases in this particular small function, and we should convert into a dictionary. Now see, so T is presented 4 times, A is presented 3 times. Okay, and I have to do this thing for all the columns because column हमारी क्या है? Position. See, oh sorry, हटा दिया मैंने. Column में क्या है? Position. So we have to do this thing for each of the column. So try to understand हमें करना क्या है. So हमें पहले एक कॉलम पे जाना है, उसकी सबकी फ्रीक्वेंसी निकालनी है और उनकी फ्रीक्वेंसीज को हमें एक लिस्ट में ऐड करना है. फिर हम सेकंड पोजीशन पे जाएंगे, उसकी फ्रीक्वेंसी निकालेंगे, हम एक लिस्ट में ऐड करेंगे, फिर सेकंड पे जाएंगे एंड सो ऑन. सो डोंट यू एग्री गाइस, लाइक we'll have to repeat perform a for loop here. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Good. But even before that, like see what I told you for the matrix which is here, which I'm going to create. In this matrix, you can see that I need to have the frequency of both all A, T, G, and C. And if G and C are not there, we'll have to give a 0 there. Okay. So if in my sequence, like in the counter, only T and A are there. So what should I do? I should write whichever base is not there, I should give a 0 for that. Am I right or not?
अच्छा, तो वो if else वाला कुछ ऐसा,
Can you pardon,
else
sir?
if, मतलब
Yes,
इसको
definitely.
else if जैसा करना पड़ेगा,
Yep.
जैसे लास्ट सेशन में किया था.
Yes, sir. So we'll
Okay,
have
okay.
to type. So A underscore S, comma, T underscore S, comma, C underscore S, B underscore S. And then 0, 0, 0, 0. Okay. And D. D. Oh, ये कर दिया मैंने. Now see. Now see, D is there. So what is my task? I need to enter into my dictionary and I need to check if I equals A. I need to write print A, comma, I, D, I. Just give
DI
me-
क्यों?
Can you pardon, sir?
So oh, DI, why DI? No, the
Why
print
DI?
A comma DI.
Let me show you. Okay. So we have written D here,
So
and if you want to fetch the
अच्छा
frequency
D
of
D D
T,
okay, D में से dictionary. Okay. हाँ, समझा. So D is a dictionary.
Yeah.
Which is getting computed through the counter function.
Yeah.
Of the sequence at
Yes.
the 0 position.
Yes, sir.
Okay. हाँ, समझा.
And then we need to find out the frequency of all the bases.
हाँ, समझा. तो you were typing the if
Yes.
वाला.
Yes.
Yeah.
So for I in D, if
हाँ.
I equals A, and what I'll have to do? Print
जो भी काउंट आ रहा है डिक्शनरी में.
comma, yes, पहले हम दिखा देते हैं कैसे लिखेगा.
हाँ.
Else print A, comma 0. No, see?
अच्छा, ओके. हाँ, नहीं मिला तो फिर 0.
Right. एक second. For I in D, if I equals A, yeah. Then we'll go to second. If I equals T, then print T equals, so T comma Di. Else print T comma 0. एक सेकेंड. सो ये गलती दे रहा है तो यार. So if just a minute. Oh, great. So
उसको ऐसा बोलना पड़ेगा कि कुछ वैल्यू आई तो.
yeah, like एक scan. This is not the right method जो मैं कर रहा हूँ. Sorry, यहाँ पे like yeah. So what I should basically do here is that we know already that there are only 4 sequences like this is. Okay, so A, T, D, and C. तो इसे हम base नाम से सेव कर लेते basis. And then what I need to do here for I in basis, and I need to check if I in D, print I comma Di, else print I comma 0. Now see. So what I'm doing here is that I created a.
Oh yeah, nice.
Yes.
बहुत सिंपल कर, बहुत ये हो गया एकदम.
Yes.
एक जो ऊपर जो बनी है वो लिस्ट ही बोला जाएगा ना. बेसिस इज अ लिस्ट.
Yeah, this is a list. Which contains all the possible bases.
ओके. तो एक बारी से वो चेक करता जाएगा. अब मुझे बताइए कि ये अगर हमें ऑल पोजीशंस के लिए करना है अपने आप.
यस, वो अभी करेंगे सर. हम लाइक वहीं पे आऊंगा मैं अभी.
हाँ. ओके. सॉरी.
पहले आई एम टीचिंग द फ्रेमवर्क क्या होगा चीजें.
हाँ. ग्रेट.
ठीक है क्या. So what I did basically is that now try to formulate all this thing into a simple concept. So हमारा टास्क क्या था. हमारे पास 7 सीक्वेंसेस है और हमें इसे एक PSSM मैट्रिक्स बनाना है. We call it PSSM only. Am I right, sir?
Yes, position specific scoring matrix. Yeah.
Yeah. So we need to prepare that. So for that thing, what we need to do basically here is that we need to find the frequency of each of the base at each of the particular position. Okay. And for that thing, what I've done basically here is that I created a data frame having the bases and the sequences in a data frame. Okay. And which I called as seek. So let me show you how that look like. This is the matrix which I created. Okay. And now what is my task? My task is that I need to find out the frequency of each of the particular base pair at each of the positions. So 0, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So for that reason, I have first taught you at one particular position, and whatever concept is going to use position number 1, we will repeat that for all the bases, all the positions. Right. So let me show you first. So now see what I did. Yeah. So right now for position number 1, we are ready. Now see. So position number 1 is what? 3400. So we are done with the position number 1. Similarly, I need to just change one thing here and everything will be done. And what need to do, what we need to change here? This one. And see, yeah, see. Now see, 7 and everything is 0. Similarly, we need to change here 2. And now we are get all the positions, right? So what we need to do basically here is that we need to call all this thing again and again for all the particular column. And when we need to do the same thing again and again, the best strategy is what? Design a function. Design a function. So what I'm going to do now here is that I will put all this thing into a function. So def seek underscore position, and then post num. Yeah, see. So what I'll do here is that def counter, and then here I will type the seek df. So seek df is the data frame which I need to pass, and position number which I need to pass here. Okay. So seek underscore df, and this will be my call underscore now. Then this will be there, and then this concept will be there. But हमें print नहीं करना, हमें करना है, इसे store करना है. So what I'll do, and we know like we are going position wise A, T, G, and C. So what I'll do? My God. Yeah. What I'll do basically here is that I will append these values into a list. And then I will return this C. Sorry. Now let me check freak underscore pause C comma 0. Now see, I'm able to get 1, yes, 2, yes, 3, yes, 4, yes, and इसका position नहीं है. But ये again and again करना पड़ रहा है. हम क्या करेंगे? For loop लिखेंगे. For I in range seek dot shape 1. Why seek dot shape 1? So let me show you seek dot shape. So seek dot shape is 7 by 5. So it is just the dimension of the matrix. So we are interested because we have to iterate for the columns. So how many columns are there? 5. So that's why we done seek dot shape 1. Print. See, we got this thing, and we need to put it here into a data. Oh, sorry. यहाँ पे तो जाएगा हमारा क्या? For I in range seek dot shape 1. We have got this thing, and I will store it into a data like list. So this list I will call it as frequency. Now let me check. Now see. So we have created a list of the list. Now what I'll do, I will convert it into a data frame. Oh, sorry. Scan. Hmm. Yeah. So I've created that. I've created that particular. Okay. And now what I'll do is that I will have to transpose. So transpose, now see, and this is what the PSSM. And what we need to do here, I need to pass here the index name. So index, and we know it is what? It is just the ATGC basis. You got the ATGC format में रखा है.
Correct.
So, A T G and C.
तो उसको वो वेरिएबल, उसको वो लिस्ट नहीं दे सकते हम, मतलब ऑलरेडी
दे सकते हैं,
हमने जो
नेम यहाँ पे पास करना पड़ता है लिस्ट भी, बट ये फायदा नहीं
अच्छा
है, वहां पर पास करना इज नॉट बेनिफिशियल.
अच्छा
For that reason, what we do basically here is that for these type of variables, we always create as a global variables. अभी
हाँ
ये
वही
local
वही मतलब
variable है.
अभी ये लोकल वेरिएबल मतलब उसके अंदर है इसके लिए, सो इट विल नॉट बी टेकिंग इट एज अ
Yes.
ओके.
तो उसके लिए मैं ऐसे ग्लोबल वेरिएबल बाहर असाइन कर सकता था, बन जाता, but that is fine. थोड़ा बहुत चीजें याद रख लिया हमने, चल जाएगा.
मुझे एक क्वेश्चन है, दिस द pos underscore num, where have we defined that?
Which particular function you're talking about?
If you can scroll up little bit in that function, हाँ, seek underscore df comma pos underscore num.
So pause
Where
is
have
the argument which you need to pass here. So this is
अच्छा
a function.
okay, it's an argument.
Seek
Sorry.
underscore df is a data frame which you need to pass, and pause underscore num is the position, the column number.
So we have just given that name,
Yeah.
or is it okay? Okay.
Like basically arguments वो होते हैं जो पास
हाँ समझा. I got. मैं थोड़ा confused हो गया because yeah. Please carry on.
Not an issue. So guys, tell me, all of you did get the point or not? Arya, is it clear?
Yes, sir.
मुझे पता है चीजें हवा में गई हैं, बताओ कितने. अच्छा वैसे what percentage have you got able to understand? You tell me. Tell me, Arya.
75%.
Oh my God, that is a very great percentage, yaar, for an instructor.
Yes, sir. Like at least more than half.
Okay, but it is not possible. Fine, but yes, concepts on math, that is great. Okay. So now अब हम क्या करते हैं, मैं एक ऐसा फंक्शन बनाने की कोशिश करता हूँ ना जिसमें कि बस मैं मोटिव के सीक्वेंस दे दूं, 5-6 सीक्वेंस दे दूं और सारा काम खुद करके आ जाए, डायरेक्टली पीएसएस से मुझे आए खाली. So we can do that as well. So if you want to see, I can do that thing as well. So let me show you. So def PSSM T, and here I will give all the sequences. एक सेकंड, just give me a minute, okay? इसे अभी छोड़ते हैं, कर सकते हैं बट अभी इसे छोड़ते हैं, ठीक है? और ये थोड़ा देखना पड़ेगा आप किस टाइप से डेटा इनपुट देते हो नहीं देते हो, थोड़ी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी आ जाएगी वहां पे भी, तो उसमें हम जाना नहीं चाहते अभी. फाइन. नाउ व्हाट इज दैट टास्क? वी हैव टू फाइंड द कंसेंसस सीक्वेंस. अब हमारा टास्क क्या है, हमें इसमें देखना है मैक्सिमम क्या है. मैक्सिमम नंबर क्या है? 4 का 4 है, इसकी क्या है? टी. सो लेट मी शो यू. PSSM 0 डॉट मैक्स. ऐसे मत दे यार. तुझको चाहिए okay. So how can we find out the np.argmax will work, because we have to tell this particular. Okay, so there are ways. Okay, yep. So let me try to show you that as well. PSSM.index. तो PSM डॉट इंडेक्स, इसको हम एक लिस्ट बनाते हैं, ठीक है, IND, जस्ट ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड लाइक हम कर क्या रहे हैं, ठीक है। एंड देन वी हैव टू फाइंड आउट कि 0th में जो मैक्सिमम है उसकी कोरस्पॉन्डिंग इंडेक्स क्या है। तो यहाँ पे क्या आएगा T, यहाँ पे क्या आएगा A, यहाँ पे क्या आएगा आपका C, यहाँ पे क्या आएगा आपका G, यहाँ पे क्या आएगा आपका C। So we need to do that thing. So what I can do here is that, so हमने पहले एक इंडेक्स बना लिया, एंड देन एंड एक फंक्शन होता है हमारे पैकेज होता है numpy, which I taught you in the previous class. No, see. So I got 1, and if I'm going to write in, now see, I'm getting this. So if I'm going to do here 1, I'm getting this, I'm getting 2, I'm getting this, I'm going to write here 3, I will get this, 4, I will get this. What I can do basically is that I need to again run a loop here. So I will type here for I in range, not range, for I in SSM dot columns C and consensus.
सर ये कॉलम लिखने से वो ऑटोमेटिकली इट विल सर्च इन कॉलम्स।
Yes.
अच्छा अच्छा।
Cons.
अगर PSSM डॉट रोज लिखा तो इट विल सर्च इन रोज।
No, rows function नहीं है सर यहाँ पे,
अच्छा ओके।
इंडेक्स होता है उसके लिए।
ओके।
Now see guys, so PSSM, now let me check. So at position number 0, which is maximum T, so T is there. Position number 1, 7, A is there. Position number 2, C is there, C is there. Position number 3, G is there, C is there. Position number 4, C is there, C is there. So I have done the task. See, so by writing small codes, we were able to create a consensus like a position specific scoring matrix.
नहीं, you are right sir. You can till this stage if you have created this you can call it consensus. You're
Okay.
right actually. Actual position specific scoring matrix will take a normalization step after this.
Okay,
And
okay.
then the third step will be to take log of either log to the base 2 or log to the base 10.
Right.
हाँ, तो जब हम फ्रीक्वेंसी को एक एवरेज लेके वी नॉर्मलाइज इट विथ ऑल, सो एवरी रेसिड्यू इज नॉर्मलाइज्ड एट ऑल पोजीशंस, तो उसका एक एवरेज
Right.
लेके उसको डिवाइड करते हैं, तो तब उसको डिवाइडेड स्कोर को फिर हम सूडो काउंट्स डाल के फिर उसके बाद लॉग लेके फिर वो बनती है PSSM। हाँ अभी आपने शायद लॉग लिया ही है। हाँ
मैंने लॉग ले लिया यहाँ पे, मैंने
हाँ,
+1 कर दिया, +1 करना पड़ेगा। एंड
प्लस
नाउ व्हाट यू आर सेइंग कि लाइक अब इसका रेशियो निकाल दे, सो लॉग पहले लेते हैं, एम आई राइट और नॉट सर? लॉग पहले लेते हैं या डिवाइड पहले करते हैं?
हम पहले डिवाइड नॉर्मलाइज सब कर देते हैं और फिर लास्ट
Okay.
स्टेप में लॉग कर देते हैं ताकि वो जब हम HMM करें तो एडिशन हो जाए, नहीं तो
So let me
मल्टीप्लिकेशन में
show how
अटक
to
जाएंगे।
divide PSSM. एक सेकंड, so let me think little bit.
सो आप जो काउंट मैट्रिक्स बोल रहे थे ना सर वो करेक्ट है, मतलब आपने सिर्फ जो फ्रीक्वेंसी टेबल बनाया
Right,
दैट्स द
right,
फर्स्ट स्टेप, तो उसमें से जो कंसेंसस उसमें जो सीक्वेंस निकल रही है दैट
right.
विल बी द मोस्ट मेजॉरिटी विंस एंड स्किप टू मेनी
Definitely.
वेरिएशन। या
So,
तो वो सही हो आप, मतलब वो कॉन्सेप्ट में सही है, बट उसके आगे अगर और नॉर्मलाइजेशन होता है, सूडो काउंट ऐड होता है, फिर उसके बाद लॉग होता है, तो फिर वो बन जाएगा PSSM।
अभी PSSM नहीं है ना ये?
नहीं अभी तो नहीं बना, हाँ
राइट,
अभी तो
अभी खाली ये
कंसेंसस ही है।
वो
हाँ
बना है, जैसे कंसेंसस
करेक्ट,
अभी ये
बस
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 इसको
सही है वही बोल रहा
काउंट
हूँ,
मैट्रिक्स।
काउंट मैट्रिक्स ही बोलो आप। हाँ
राइट,
या
तो अब हम इसको बना देते कंसेंसस मैट्रिक्स। एक सेकंड,
नहीं जाने तो आई जस्ट वाज
यस,
रेक्टिफाइंग
सो
अदरवाइज।
PSSM डॉट सम, ये मुझे ध्यान नहीं आ रहा था फंक्शन क्या होता है। सी, सो आई हैव डिवाइडेड, I have normalized all the values with their row sum, so it is now percentage, right?
ओके
Now I need to add +1, and why +1 is added and log 2 is taken, there is also reason behind that, because
Yeah,
after this we need to perform the hidden Markov model, and the Viterbi algorithm is used, and when the Viterbi algorithm comes into role, so we need to multiply the percentages, and when this percentage probability value is very very small, so the value is going to be very 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 small. Okay, so that's why take the log of the product. So when we take the log of the product, they are going to be additive values. So then to play with the numbers becomes a little bit easier. So that is the concept behind why log is taken. You can do everything without taking log as well. Am I right, sir?
Yeah. And plus, if you are confused with why +1 was done, it is that for the reason that in the first position in here, the index is 0, we have not seen in the alignment any occurrence of G and C. So which indicates, does this indicate that that position did not have a G and C? So just because we did not observe it, does it mean that we can write 0? We cannot. 0 means we did not observe. But but that the probability can happen that it may exist. So we have to count for those unobserved instances or occurrences of residues where on in positions where we have not observed them in an alignment. इसीलिए हम एक +1 सब में ऐड करते हैं, या एक कुछ फैक्टर होता है, राइट? वो कुछ के उसके उसके कुछ एल्गोरिदम्स होते हैं, मुझे वो उसमें उतना डिटेल नहीं पता।
उसका रीजन मेनली
डेरेलिक मिक्सचर करके कुछ होता है,
उसका
डेरेलिक
रीजन होता है
मिक्सचर।
बेसिकली
हाँ,
अगर आप log लेते हो, so let me show basically log 2 of 0 is not defined.
यस। और
That is exactly.
दूसरा थियोरेटिकल डिस्कशन वही था
Yeah,
कि
theoretical discussion is
अनऑब्जर्व्ड,
exactly.
या
So that's why we add +1. So already 0 जो है वो 0 ही रह जाता है +1 ऐड करने के बाद भी. That's the reason behind addition of 1. So data scientist always talks in the context of normalization and
या
mathematical things. So this is the now it is a PSSM. Am I right?
यू कैन कॉल इट, सर, या।
अच्छा, इसके बाद
आप
और कुछ करना है इसमें?
नहीं, इसके पहले जो मुझे वो थोड़ा एक्सप्लेन करेंगे कि आप वो कैसे किया, PSSM डिवाइडेड बाय PSSM सम।
Yeah. So
तो
what I've done basically is that at position number 0, A जो present है
हाँ,
divide by position number 0 पे जितने भी total elements है.
अच्छा आपने वैसे किया है, ओके।
Yes.
आई वाज रेफरिंग टू रेसिड्यू वाइज अगेंस्ट ऑल पोजीशंस, मतलब ए का जो रो है उसका जो वैल्यू है 0.5 +1 +0 +0.36 +0.19 डिवाइड बाय 1 2 3 4 5 डिवाइड बाय 5, सो उसका एक एवरेज आता है।
Okay.
वो एवरेज वैल्यू को हम 0.5 1 0 0.3 और एवरी पोजीशन के फ्रीक्वेंसी से डिवाइड करते हैं।
Okay.
तो
got
हमने
it.
वो पोजीशनल बायस निकाल दिया।
Right.
हाँ।
So okay, fine, definitely. So वहाँ पे proper normalization technique use में आ रही है.
हाँ, करेक्ट।
Yes.
कोई बात नहीं, कोई दिक्कत नहीं है,
Right.
वो
अभी हमारा
स्टूडेंट्स
task
को बस टास्क सिंपल रखो।
Yes. So
Yeah.
guys, this is how you can find the consensus sequences from a given motif, like a number of sequences. This is how you will be able to find out. You will prepare a count matrix and you can find out the consensus sequence. Yes. अब now you guys tell me, like ये चीज तो छोड़ दे, हमने बाद में क्यों किया है? This is proper data science. This is proper data science जो मैंने किया है यहाँ पे. ये चीज आप मत भी ध्यान तो चल जाएगा. आप उसके ऊपर की चीज देखो जो हमने किया है. ठीक है? So let me revise everything in a one go again. So we are given 7 sequences. We created a data frame. Then we designed a function which is returning the frequency of A, T, G, and C at a particular position. Yes. We repeated that function on all the columns. And then we created a count matrix. So let me call this as count only. So yeah, so this is how it is found. Similarly, if you want to find out the anti-consensus sequence, anti-consensus will be your minimum. It will be your arc minimum. Basically, एक particular position पे कौन सा base minimum present है, minimum. Okay, एक scan मैंने by mistake change नहीं किया, consensus anti. Now see. So GTATT is the basically anti-consensus sequence. Now I will show you all this thing in 20 minutes of time using Biopython, and you will appreciate कितनी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी मैंने इंक्रीज करी और कितनी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी मैं इंक्रीज लाइक डिलीट कर दूंगा आपके बायोपाइथन की हेल्प से सबको. Now see guys, so I'm doing here nothing but simply so import bio os motifs. I have a called function here. And here we have created our instances. So let me show you guys. So
सर इंस्टेंसेस हमने एक लिस्ट बनाया ना.
yes.
ओके. और seek is a kind of a function only ना.
Seek, you remember last class में हमने create किया था.
हाँ, एक seek किया था. करेक्ट.
Yes.
जस्ट seek लिखने से एक सीक्वेंस जनरेट हो जाती थी.
Yes.
Okay.
So see, now this is the sequence instance which we have created. And now see, we are just creating one thing here, motifs.create instances. And then I'm going to do a m.count, and it is returned with a count matrix. So just by following few functions, just 2 line of code. हमने पहले एक sequence बनाया.
एक लाइन ऑफ कोड में उसने काउंट मैट्रिक्स बना दिया.
हाँ.
So internally all that you showed above was coded inside.
That is happening here. Okay.
So motifs.create. Okay.
Now see guys. तो पहले जो इंस्टेंस दिया उससे हमने एक मोटिव बनाया और उस मोटिव से हम लोग ये सारा काम कर रहे हैं, काउंट मैट्रिक्स बना रहे हैं. So see, just 2 line of code, and you are able to get the count matrix. And now I can find out m dot consensus. See, it is the same TACGC. Oh, मैंने consensus से save किया था. Let me type here TACGC. NP cons. ये हमारा फाइंड आउट किया हुआ है और हम इसका भी निकाल लेते हैं. m dot NT cons m dot. Now see TCATG. Oh, so our anti-consensus sequence is wrong. Okay, so कुछ गलती कर दी है. Let me check मैंने क्या गलती करी है. So first I should look at the count, and let us see here. So position number 0 पे हमारा G भी आ सकता है, C भी आ सकता है. So यहाँ पे G आया, that is fine. इस पे हमारा T, G, C कुछ भी आ सकता है. इसने T दे दिया, that is fine. 2 पे हमारा A और G कुछ भी आ सकता है. इसने हमारा A दिया, that is fine. 3rd पे हमारा T आना चाहिए, T आ रहा, that is fine. 4th में हमारा T या G आना चाहिए, that is fine. Okay, so there are different possibilities which are there, and for that reason it is doing in this particular manner. See, so it is taking into account C here first. So C, that is taking into account here. Again C लेगा ये. So मैं इसका आंसर तो ये क्या लेगा, C, then ये A लेगा फिर obvious. Then ये लेगा आपका T, then here ये लेगा आपका G. So ये बेसिकली हमने कैसे स्टोर किया उसकी बेसिस पे ये दिक्कत आ रही है खाली. ठीक है, अगर हमने भी ACGT करेंगे हमारा आंसर भी सेम आएगा. Fine guys, so this is how all these things are done using Biopython, and this is how you need to do by yourself.